You're listening to the Astromommy Weekly Horoscope, a forecast that hopes to shine a light in the dark, helping us all see where we've been, where we are, and where we're going. Whether you're a first-time listener or a long-time subscriber, thanks for being here. I truly appreciate you being in the Astromommy community. I hope you enjoyed this week's horoscopes and card reading. If you would like to support the Astromommy newsletter, there are several ways to do so. Without further ado, here is the weekly horoscope. Third quarter moon in Scorpio, Mercury enters Aquarius, and the Astromommy newsletter's second anniversary. Weekly forecast for Tuesday, January 30th, 2024 through Monday, February 5th, 2024. Good morning, friends. Well, we have all planets moving direct now, and that means that we can use this momentum to make decisions and big strides forward that will affect the rest of the year. As my teacher, David Palmer, the Leo King, says, it's go time. Also, this next month, February, will reveal what Pluto in Aquarius may feel like going forward, at least for the next 7 months before he dips back into Capricorn in September. The reason for this is that all the personal planets, starting with Mercury, the Moon, Mars, and then Venus, will be ingressing into Aquarius and meeting up with Pluto. The first planet to do this, Mercury, will be on Monday of next week, February 5th, the last day of this weekly forecast. This is interesting because Mercury represents our minds, thoughts, and intellect, how we think about something and then express it in words. So at first, we will try to understand Pluto in Aquarius mentally. Then the moon will conjoin Pluto on February 8th during her balsamic phase, releasing and letting go of the old ways to embrace the new ways with her next new moon in Aquarius on February 9th. This contact symbolizes trying to understand Pluto in Aquarius through our emotions and how it feels. After that, the next planet to ingress into Aquarius is Mars on February 13th, 2024. Mars will then conjoin Pluto on Valentine's Day, February 14th, which could make for a very physically intense, passionate, and possibly obsessive holiday. Mars represents our motivations, actions, and desires, so we will be exploring how we identify with this potent new energy on a physical level. Finally, we will try to understand Pluto in Aquarius via Venus, through our relationships, our values, and our finances, when she ingresses into Aquarius on February 16th and meets up with Pluto on February 17th, 2024. Our relationships may go through irrevocable shifts that dramatically change our trajectories. There's more to February than just these ingresses and subsequent conjunctions to Pluto, such as Venus and Mars finally conjoining in Aquarius on February 22nd, followed by Mercury's cazimi and concurrent conjunction to Saturn on February 28th, 2024. It's a busy month, and this next week is just the beginning. Happy anniversary, Astromommy! On a personal note, this week is special to me because it is the Astromommy newsletter's second anniversary on Sunday, February 4th, 2024. Here are a few links to the very first newsletters I ever wrote. The first 2 blog posts, It's Like Pulling Teeth and When Lightning Strikes. My first horoscope attempt for April 1st, 2022. Healing New Moon in Aries conjunct Chiron. My first real horoscope, Sunday, April 24th, 2022. As you can see from the posts above, Astromommy has come a long way. Here are a few of my favorite posts that I'm pretty proud of. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Moon in Leo square Uranus and opposite Saturn. The Sun and Venus square Pluto. And that which we love, which we draw, and which we manifest. The Moon's ingress into Leo, Venus quincunx Saturn, and Mercury retrograde. Update Part 1. Well, that was a fun little jaunt down memory lane. Now it's time for the celebrations. I would love to celebrate this milestone with all of you who have made this possible. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make almost everything available for all subscription tiers for the next 2 weeks. From today, January 31st, 2024, until February 12th, 2024, you may post comments on new content, read the daily check-ins, and enjoy the full archive of free posts. For my paid subscribers, reply to this email no later than February 12th, 2024 with Happy Anniversary, and I will enter you into a contest to win a mug of your choice from the family Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo. I will select a winner at random from the entries and announce the winner via the newsletter on Friday, February 16th, 2024. Thank you for your support, thank you for believing in Astromommy, and thank you for being here. And to those who have been here from the beginning, seriously, thank you. Okay, let's get into the astrology. All times are in Eastern Time unless mentioned otherwise. The weekly overview. This week is like the calm before the storm in that there is not too much going on this week. We have a third quarter moon in Scorpio on Friday, February 2nd, 2024, and then on Monday, February 5th, 2024, Mercury ingresses into Aquarius and conjoins Pluto, kicking off a whole new personal world. Let's go over these two transits and then a tarot card spread for the week. Third quarter moon in Scorpio. The moon will reach her third quarter phase on Friday, February 2nd, 2024 at 6:17 p.m. Eastern Time. If the sky is clear, you will be able to see the moon between the early morning hours, about 2 a.m. Eastern Time, until a little after noon the next day. She will be a beautiful half moon with her left side illuminated. The third quarter moon phase marks a time of mindful action. Whatever conscious actions you take could be due to a calamity in your life that you need to respond to, or they could be because of the need to break away from a situation. Whatever it is, it could feel really big and dramatic, or it could be something mundane and easily forgotten, but the archetype is the same and no less divine in either manifestation. Let's take a look at the chart for this third quarter moon in Scorpio. You can see the moon in Scorpio at the bottom of the chart, making a square to the sun in Aquarius on the right side of the chart at about the 3 o'clock position. The moon is said to be in her fall in Scorpio, and at 13 degrees, she is also at the tail end of the Via Combusta, the area of the zodiac from 15 degrees Libra to 15 degrees Scorpio. The ancients thought that this area of the sky was treacherous and uncomfortable for the moon. The moon in Scorpio is intense and emotional. We could feel more ambitious, more sensual, and more in touch with our deep feelings when the moon is in Scorpio. Depending on whether or not you have any placements that are touched when the moon moves through this sign may indicate how strongly you feel the energy. When the moon gets to the third quarter phase in her cycle, it is a time when we are redefining the intentions that we set during the new moon 3 weeks prior. It's symbolic of a time in the month when you are taking stock of what you already have, reimagining it, and turning it into something new and long-lasting. So what are you reimagining? What are you tidying up? What are you digging deeper into? What are you refocusing on? These are the types of questions you may be asking yourself during this phase of the moon. Briefly below, you will find the house that this third quarter moon in Scorpio is occurring in, according to your rising sign. Find your rising and read the house topics associated with it. You may notice a shift or a deeper focus involving one or more of those topics. Aries, 8th house of shared resources, inheritance, debt, and death. Taurus, 7th house of marriage, partnerships, and legal matters. Gemini, 6th house of stress, health issues, employees or coworkers, and pets. Cancer, 5th house of pregnancy, children, creativity, and recreational activities. Leo, 4th house of family, roots, and property. Virgo, 3rd house of siblings, communication, and local travel. Libra, 2nd house of money and possessions. Scorpio, 1st house of self, health, and character. Sagittarius, 12th house of blind spots, large animals, hidden enemies, and mental health. Capricorn, 11th house of friends, allies, groups, and wishes. Aquarius, 10th house of career, praxis, and the mother. Pisces, 9th house of foreign travel, higher education, and beliefs. I wish you all a happy third quarter moon. Mercury ingresses into Aquarius and then conjoins Pluto. Looking at the chart of Mercury's ingress above, you can see both Mercury and Pluto at the bottom in Aquarius. They are not making any other aspects to any other planets. The moon is applying to a harmonious sextile to the sun from Sagittarius to Aquarius, and Venus is applying to square the nodes from Capricorn. So clearly things are happening all around Mercury and Pluto, but it's almost like they are able to have a private little reunion with each other. Mercury gets to hear the new plans from Pluto firsthand, before anyone else, except the sun, of course, who made his conjunction to Pluto the same day as their ingress into Aquarius on January 20th, 2024. But now Mercury gets the scoop. Things could be revealed, deep truths exposed, and we could hear about it all in the news. Mercury in Aquarius can represent progressive, innovative, and creative thoughts that spring forth enthusiastically with a zest for reform and a desire to make things better for all involved. Aquarius is the humanitarian of the zodiac, and so when Mercury enters this sign, it is a time to communicate those sentiments through conversation, writing, or public speaking. Mercury in Aquarius doesn't mind being alone because it is often when he is alone that he comes up with his original thoughts for new ideas and solutions to the problems of the world. Making the world a better place is on Mercury's mind when in Aquarius, and he may strive to do this through journalism, activism, patriotism, and any other way he can share his utopian ideas. Mercury and Pluto in conjunction can represent a persuasive mind, the power of suggestion, a deep and penetrating intellect, a way of speaking or writing that is thought-provoking and plants seeds. We may find something out in the news about fraud, criminal behavior, or corruption. On the brighter side, we may hear news of great success, power, or someone being publicly recognized for their innovation, fearless leadership, or tenacity. A few well-known famous people with Mercury in Aquarius are Martin Luther King, Oprah Winfrey, and Jesus Christ. Birth data is assumed, of course, but this is one of the proposed charts, as well as Mozart, Chopin, and Bob Marley. Okay, moving on to the tarot spread. Let's move on to the 3-card spread for the week that will represent what you think, what you feel, and what you do. The first card representing what you think is 9, the Hermit, Noonien Soong. On this card, we see Dr. Noonien Soong, the man who created data. 9, the Hermit, is the way shower, the light in the dark, and represents a time when we are given a serious choice in life. By taking time to be still and reflect, we can make better choices. Sometimes we have to retreat and be a hermit like Dr. Soong to find this wisdom, but the knowledge is always there, deep within our eternal souls. Our past experiences light the way not only for others but for ourselves as well. As the card that represents what you think, I feel this means that you are thinking like the hermit, contemplating which way to go, and perhaps you are receiving divine guidance. You are doing your best to guide others over the thresholds in life, and through doing so, you are gaining valuable experience and wisdom. You may also think you need to take space to process all that you have learned. Take this space and alone time if you need it, and when you're ready, come back from the uninhabitable planet so that you may share with others your reflections. The second card representing what you feel is 12, the Hanged Man, Reginald Barclay. On this card, we see Reginald Barclay in the holodeck looking fearfully and anxiously sideways. This card has come up in every reading for the past 3 weeks. 12, the Hanged Man, is about pausing and looking at your situation from a new perspective, surrendering to the natural flow of life events, letting go of how you thought your life would look or should look, and allowing the truth to be what it is. As the card for what you feel, you may feel that you need to pause and take a break from your normal routine in order to see things from a different light. There may be anxiety and fear coming up because of the imminent change. Opportunities are coming to you, but you have to stop pushing or resisting the changes they ignite. Resistance and forcefulness create energetic blocks and backups, and the Hanged Man is urging you to let those go to create flow. And the third card representing what you do is 6 of Latinum. On this card, we see 6 bars of liquid latinum suspended in gold. 6 of Latinum is about giving and receiving. Sometimes you are the one who can give generously to others, and other times you are the one who needs assistance. There's a fluctuation and flow depicted within the meaning of this card that speaks to the natural ups and downs of life. As the card for what you do, this card is saying that you are generous and trusting of others, and because of this, your generosity will be rewarded in the future. To recap, you think that you need space and time alone to think and process things. You may feel paralyzed by having to make a choice. It may not be clear what you need to surrender to yet. What you do is give or receive charity. You may be stuck in an exchange bank or feel that when you receive, you automatically need to give back, or when you give back, they automatically owe you. Let go of whatever it is that you think should happen and allow life to unfold naturally. Don't keep tabs on people's generosity. Give freely from the heart and allow others to do the same. Take time and space when you need them. In conclusion for the weekly forecast, I am excited about this upcoming month, but I am thankful for this calm week to prepare for what is to come. Take this time to charge your batteries. February looks active. Remember to check out all the Astronomy newsletter has to offer over the next 2 weeks, and if you're a paid subscriber, reply to this newsletter with Happy Anniversary to be entered to win a free mug of your choice from the family Etsy shop, Metaphysical Flamingo. You can check out all of our mugs by clicking here. I would love to hear your thoughts, so please leave a comment. I hope this is helpful. Have a wonderful week. Until tomorrow, Astromummy. Thank you for reading or listening to the weekly horoscope. Quick links and resources can be found at the bottom of the newsletter. Today's cards were pulled from Star Trek: The Next Generation Tarot, available on Amazon. If you seek knowledge and enlightenment, the Astromummy newsletter may be right for you. Side effects of reading or listening to the Astromummy newsletter are common and include joy, jubilation, delight, happiness, gratitude, love, triumph, feeling in tune with the universe, experiencing deep insights, reflections, and contemplations, a lightened soul, a lighter step, feeling awake when others are asleep, illuminated, enlightened, having spiritual experiences, noticing repeating numbers, animals in nature, or songs on the radio that speak to you, getting vibes, clairvoyance, clairaudience, and clairsmelliance, feeling like you know secret language, biophilia, crying tears of joy, emotional literacy, feeling lively, stable, exalted, having an auric glow, or feeling like you woke up on the right side of the bed have all been reported. If you purchase anything through the affiliate links that I provide in the newsletters, I will make a very small commission. Thanks for listening.